If you want to become millionaire, I will tell you how. You see a building or a house that you like, go there, talk with the owner, ask the owner for 30% owner financing, then go to the bank, make sure the property has cash flow so you can cover the monthly payment. Get you a group of investors, give them 10% equity, and they will help you. It's not a big deal. Anybody can do this, anybody can get rich.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey folks, welcome back to the show. Today's guest is the founder of Maxi Properties, with nearly a decade in real estate focused on transforming undervalued and high potential properties into long-term, high-yield investments. His work spans residential, multifamily, and large-scale commercial developments, including a Fifth Avenue Tower repositioning project in Manhattan. Wow, look at that deal. Please welcome Jhovanny Maxi. Jhovanny, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me today. I'm so happy to be here, Dylan.
I'm happy to have you on here. Que lo que, brother? Fuimos hablando. We were talking before hopping on here, and I told you that I'm in Lo Fraile in Santo Domingo, and you said, I'm Dominican. I said, this is incredible. This is my first contact, someone on this show from the Dominican. Walk us through,
Okay.
que lo que? Walk us through the story, Jhovanny. How did you get into the real estate space?
When I first moved to the United States, I met John Homan. So he was the president of Homes and Castles, and he proposed to me to make a company in Spanish. He says, you can do Casas y Castillo. You just do the same one in Spanish." I said, okay, let's do it. So we was working. He mentored me for a long time. With him, I learned a lot about real estate and all of that. Then I moved to Impact Real Estate. And while I was in Impact Real Estate, I figured out that I could make my own company too and have team moving on my way. So I built Maxi Properties, and that's how we started.
I want to ask you about getting started initially. Were you thinking, I'm going to start as an agent? Were you thinking, I'm going to start as an investor? Or were you saying, hey, I am brand new to this field. I'm open to whichever avenue I can get involved in?
Well, I didn't have no expectation. I just wanted to be in real estate, helping people rent and buy. Because when I first moved, I didn't even know how to rent a basement. And then I was like, oh my God, this is so easy. So there might be a lot of people trying to do the same and they don't know how to do it. So my initial motivation was to help people, rent and rent houses and then buy houses.
And a lot of people, I think, Jhovanny, and I'm sure you can relate to this, will see the end result. They'll see the 10 years of experience and multifamily, large commercial deals, but they won't necessarily see the journey leading up to that point. Walk me through it. That first year, 2 years, 3 years in real estate, what was your scaling process like? Were you thinking about being an investor yourself at that point? What was the day-to-day like?
Uh, it was okay. I'm Dominican, so we do things in a different way. Uh, my broker used to give me a list of phone number and name to call, but that never work because
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
every time we went to see the houses, people had an excuse. So I had to build my own way to find clients. So I started driving the neighborhood and talking with everybody and be like, uh, would you like me to help you sell your house? Oh no, Giovanni, I don't want to sell my house. And so I met this couple and they was like, yeah, we want to sell our house. We've been looking for it for a long time and we didn't know how to do it. And we finally, helped them, and it was a really long process. So I helped them sell the house. Then they buy another house with me in the same process. So that was my biggest commission. It was like $25,000 at the same time. We sell them house for around 400,000, and we bought a new one for, um, I think it was for 600,000, and that's how everything started. Once I sold this, it changed everything. I bought my first house and in Haymarket, Virginia, so I started investing.
I want to ask you about that first deal. I mean, it sounds like you were really putting in the man hours. Going door to door, yeah. Were you door knocking at that point?
It was not knocking in the door, but I was waiting for seeing somebody outside, and I would
Yeah.
start a conversation. Hey, hi, good morning. How are you doing? Great. Do you know anybody who's trying to move here? No, no. What about you? You trying to sell you or buy a new house? Yeah. Oh, sir, you have an amazing house. I can help you sell your house. I don't want to sell it. Oh, I haven't tell you the number. And then I built confidence with doing this. Then I started telling people, sir, listen, I don't mind to bother you, but I have somebody really interested on buying your property, and I do have an offer for you. Were you be interested to entertain this offer? Most of them will say yes, and that's how I get all my clients.
I like that, and I respect it because I came from a similar background. I was really doing distressed real estate and still am, but I was a wholesaler and I would be going in many cases to some very heavily distressed properties. Um, Many cases you'd have to knock the neighbor's door to figure out what's going on, why these people, are in a difficult situation and see how you can piece things together. So I definitely understand the grind of boots on the ground and putting in the effort. Real estate is in so many ways a contact sport. I want to ask you, Giovanni, about getting into some other asset classes. So, as a realtor, you're helping people. You mentioned that couple sell their home. You're seeing proof of concept. You're seeing the commission. At what point in time did you start to look at multifamily? Did you start to look at commercial, and how did that come about?
I met uh, a person who was an interior designer, and we was talking about real estate. So we become boyfriends and girlfriends, something like that. And then we decide. I was telling her we should buy a house and let's try to move into the house before we finish the rehab, and then after we finish, we just sell it and move to another house. So that's exactly what we did. But let me tell you this, a long story short. When the house was 95% completed, we just have the kitchen to finish the whole project. He took me to court and filed for, yes, for buying me out. So he was, yeah, but God is the best. So she took me to court. The house we bought it for 395,000. uh, the court appraiser said the house was 500,000. The court said no, it's 300. So they ordered her to buy me out for $1,300 after I spent 20,000 just doing the roof, cleaning the front
Mm.
of the house without counting anything inside. So I lost the first house because of that. I let it go, and then after that, I learned more about investors, hard money lenders. Who else?
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
There is a lot of people who will give you the money to buy
So
it. So
many. Yeah.
I have a friend of mine named Lee. I met Lee through one of my clients who introduced him to me. Lee would call me and be, Jhovanny, I have $500,000 here. Do you want to buy a house? Uh, what do you want to buy? You know, he used to call me all the time. With Lee, I bought my second property. So we just bought the house for around 220, I think 225, 235. We fixed the house. Lee gave me the option to pay him back in 2 years. So after that, I built like confidence, and we just keep going until we ended up with the building in Fifth Avenue in New York.
Phew. I want to ask you about that first deal. Is it with Lee that you got into multifamily? Walk me through that first multifamily deal, because as you probably experienced, Jhovanny, it's not necessarily straightforward to go from being outside to then getting your first deal as a realtor to scaling and then to getting into commercial. So what was that first deal or couple deals like in
Uh,
the commercial space?
my biggest problem was not the getting the money or getting the property. My biggest problem have always been the same, the taxes, because I have issues with that. I have never understood the taxes. I'm trying now have a team working with me for it. But anyways, it was like, dealing with people. Oh no, this is breakdown now. You need to fix it. Then I learned I have like a team who take care of everything. But you have, man, I'm going to advise anybody who can to be careful if you want to have one or two property. It's beautiful, but then you feel in love with the people living in your property and you don't want to get them out, even if they're not paying you most of the time. If you become too friend with them, they will not pay you. Uh, you will have to be changing things in the house all the time, plumbing. There is too much going on. It's like, oh my God, thank God I stopped doing that. I mean, I don't mean it that way, but you know, it's uh,
Yeah,
it's a lot of work.
no question. I think about all the different kind of ways where people who are getting into a new asset class can really stumble. One of the things that people always talk about is how great it is to have a commercial deal. You know, it's of course more reward, but there's also more risk. There's leverage that goes into it. And I just had a gentleman on the show here actually earlier today, and his specialty in construction is he does defect construction. So basically, someone can put a new build, right? And then it could have all these issues, which can effectively make it, either uh, unsuitable or not useful for the space that it was intended. And then you have to come in after the fact. So anything at scale, there's risk. I want to pivot a bit here, Jhovanny, and ask you about this amazing deal that you have in Manhattan. I heard a couple different areas, right? Virginia and then Manhattan. Tell me how you got into this Manhattan deal.
Oh my God, long story short, I was going through Facebook because with the time I learned that Facebook is the best way to find clients for real estate. So I was going to Facebook and I saw this seller who was selling a farm for $14 million. I said, hey, I want to go see your farm. He said, okay, come tomorrow. So I said, no, today I have 2 hours off. I would like to go today. He said, okay, come by. So I drove to his farm. And when I got there, it was like too much for me. I have never done a deal in that, it was too big. So I told him, I can sell it. He said, you sure? He said, Jhovanny, I had a big farm with me and they took 6 months and they never brought me one lead. I said, don't worry, I can sell it. I was not sure if I could, but I have the feeling like I can do this. If I can sell $300,000 house, I can sell anything. So I sent him a contract. He signed a contract. Before a month passed by, I already have three people who went there to see the property, and then Ali, I don't know if I can say the name, but the person who ended up signing the contract to buy the property.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
She gave me a book. I have the book here. Give me a second. He gave me this book, the best book anybody can ever have in them life.
Giver.
Yes, sir. So she told me, Jhovanny, read this book, and this book is going to change your life. So I started reading The Go Giver. And I was like, oh my God, it's not about me. It's about helping others. So I was like, Alison, what can I do to help you? She was like, I don't know, Jhovanny, whatever you can. So my commission with Alison was supposed to be $400,000. I didn't charge her nothing. I let it go. Yes. And then during that process, we helping Alison with the land. What happened was that, like I told you, I went to online looking for property to buy, and I saw a property in Colombia. It was a hotel with casino included. So I was in love with the casino idea. I called the owner. We spoke with 2 hours. He told me he had 2 sons, and then they don't want to take over the business. He told me,
Is this Colombia? This is Colombia, the country?
yeah, Colombia, the country, Cartagena,
All right.
Colombia.
International deals.
Yes, yes, sir. So he told me, Jhovanny, uh, are you sure you can buy this? I said, I can buy anything. He said, okay, look, I have another property in New York, and I have another property in Brazil. I have like $1 billion in properties. If you want to buy all of them, I'm happy to help you. I said, if you give me owner financing, I will buy all of them. He said, I will give you 40% in anything you want to buy. So he showed me the property in New York in the Fifth Avenue. I went crazy. I was like, I want this one, 26 floors, and I can build on top of it. I want this one. So we talked about it. He sent me an NDA. I signed the NDA. Then I talked with Alison. I said, Alison, I have this property. I want to buy it, but I don't know who to call. So Alison connect me with the right lenders. Yes, the right lender, good lenders. So she sent me the contact. I talked with the lender. I present the idea. They say yes right away. They say, yes, we was looking for something like that in New York. This is amazing to us. Today, before I talked to you, I was talking with my lawyers and, about the property. So we have something beautiful going on. So the team made me sign contract. We signed contract. Everything was perfect. So now we just have, everything like we put in everything in place. We have the architect. It's a hard team, like working and trying to figure out the air permit if we can build 26 more floor in top, because that's what I want. And yes, sir, we've been doing this since then.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I think hearing this growth for anybody is incredible, but especially bootstrapping from the big. Did you have family that was involved in real estate?
Nobody.
This was y'all. I mean, truly, my hat goes off to you. Congrats on your success.
Thank you, sir.
Selfishly, Jhovanny, I want to do a little bit here in Spanish because ojalá que en el futuro yo pudiera tener un guest en ese show en español. Ahora mismo yo tengo miedo de hacer eso, pero tú tienes experiencia en los bienes raíces internacionales. Y a través de eso encontraste esa propiedad en Colombia y después esa propiedad en Manhattan. ¿Cuál es tu como alimentación, tu feedback para las personas que quieren hacer una carrera en los bienes raíces y ser en lo mismo lugar donde estás?
Bueno, yo le diría todo que es un proceso un poco tedioso y complicado. Lo primero es que van a estar sin dinero por mucho tiempo. Los bienes raíces no te dan dinero el mismo día. Incluso luego de vender una propiedad, tú tienes que esperar 30 días para cobrar. So, es una carrera difícil, pero vale la pena. En mi caso particular, yo aprendí inglés leyendo el examen de real estate. Sí, me quemé como algunas 12 veces. Me quemé por un punto, 2 puntos, iba de nuevo, leía, le tiraba fotos, lo traducía, y eso me obligó a aprender inglés. Entonces, eso enriqueció mi conocimiento en términos de los bienes raíces, en términos de un nuevo idioma. Yo le aconsejaría a cualquier persona que tenga la oportunidad de crecer, que quiera, salir adelante, que la mejor forma es los bienes raíces, no hay otra manera, no miren
Yo
para
pienso
ningún
lo
otro lado, bienes raíces.
Sí, eso es la respuesta de generational wealth, los bienes raíces. En mi caso, yo fue como buscando en el internet cómo la gente estadounidense pueden hacer generational wealth. Y eso fue la respuesta en Google. Ahora mismo yo pienso que los jóvenes y las personas están usando como ChatGPT. ChatGPT, que es la respuesta para hacer generational wealth. Pero Jhovanny, thank you so much for coming on the show here today. If folks maybe have a deal, maybe it's in Manhattan, maybe it's in Virginia, maybe it's international commercial deal that they'd like you to take a look at, or if they'd like to reach out to you, how can folks get in contact with you?
They can go to my Instagram, it's, uh, Jhovanny Maxi Realtor. That's JHOVANNY Realtor. Or they can text me. I can give you the contact 703-826-4536. I'm also giving classes online right now to help people do what I did because anybody can do this. Like I'm not a super I mean I'm a superstar, but I'm not a superhuman for what I did. It's just like it's easy. You just have to learn how okay, let me make it simple. I know we have to finish this in 1 minute. If you want to become millionaire, I will tell you how. You see a building or a house that you like, go there, talk with the owner, ask the owner for 30% owner financing, then go to the bank and talk with the bank. Make sure the property has cash flow so you can cover the monthly payment for the bank. The bank is going to ask you for a down payment. This is the part where a lot of people do not know what to do. I was in Los Angeles, and somebody gave me this, and I'm giving it to you now. Get you a group of investors, better if like a family group of investors, they're going to put some money down and you just have to give them 10% equity and they will help you. It's not a big deal. Anybody can do this, anybody can get rich. If you like real estate, try to do it big or don't do it.
Big or don't do it at all. Jhovanny, thank you for coming on the show here today.
Thank you so much, Dylan, and have an amazing day.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.